What is a word that means belief in the good nature of humankind? I am looking for one word that is explained as the belief in the good nature of humankind. It is not philanthropy or humanitarianism, rather, I am looking for one word to describe one's belief in philanthropists.
I suggest humanism. Various dictionaries define it in roughly similar ways, but Merriam-Webster has this: a system of values and beliefs that is based on the idea that people are basically good and that problems can be solved using reason instead of religion.
You might say someone like that is Panglossian. Pan middle dot gloss middle dot I middle dot n, PNGLSN, gloss, ping, adjective blindly or naively optimistic. The term comes from a character in Voltaire's Candide, which begins with a young man, Candide, who is living a sheltered life in an Edenic paradise and being indoctrinated with Leibnizian optimism, or simply optimism, by his mentor, Pangloss.
Optimist is the first that comes to mind, but is not specific about humankind. How about Rousseauian? Also, my personal favorite, naivete.
It would be a dangerous and biased way to use humanism in that case. Humanism is mainly defined by the fact of giving price to human life. If you attach the concept of humanism to the belief that human nature is innately good, then you threaten the core value of humanism. This belief about human nature has been badly shaken by science since the 80s. Giving price to life doesn't imply the need of a good human nature, cf. the is-ought problem. The same applies to benevolence, as it could merely be a learning and not an innate state. Naivety or optimism are subjective and thus are more interpretations than definition of belief in the good nature of humankind. I suggest Rousseauian, like Jeff Sahol, which is based on the noble savage belief. Rousseau believed that nothing is more gentle than man in his primitive state. This belief is linked to what is called a naturalistic fallacy and more precisely an appeal to nature.
Altruistic. Noun, altruism. The belief in or practice of disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others. Some may choose to work with vulnerable elderly people out of altruism. Similar. Unselfishness, selflessness, self-sacrifice, self-denial, consideration, compassion, kindness, goodwill, decency, nobility, public-spiritedness. Generosity, magnanimity, liberality, open-handedness, free-handedness. Big-heartedness, lavishness, benevolence, beneficence, philanthropy. Humanitarianism, charity, charitableness, bounty, bounteousness. Opposite. Selfishness. 1.1 Zoology. Behavior of an animal that benefits another at its own expense. Source, Lexico.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.